All right, everybody, we're gonna go ahead and get started. So we're just gonna start by tapping our toes. I don't mind the cooler weather when I'm working out. It's not so fun when you have to go outside. All right, let's lift our heels, right, left. In 4, 3, 2, heels to the front, push. A little different today. I can definitely feel certain muscles working. I can tell I've done some things I haven't done for a while. All right, side, side, reaching up. Start small, keeping those shoulders relaxed. You can always keep the movement small as well. 4, 3, toes back, we're going to squeeze. So focus on squeezing back more than going forwards. So squeeze the shoulder blades together, squeeze the glutes. 4, 3, knees up in front, elbow to knee. They don't have to actually get there. Keep those elbows open and out to the side. Torso does the movement. 4, 3, hamstring curls, heel touches. Good. 4, 3, 2. Again, elbows to knees, elbows to knees. 8 more. 8, 7. 4, 3, hamstring curls. This time we're going to do hand goes to the same side with our heels. So a little internal rotation of that hip. 4, 3, 2, march it out, right, left. 4, 3, forward step and reach. So just step, step back. Forward, step back. Nice and tall. Weight is in your heel. So just try not to let the weight shift into your toes. 4, 3, 2. All right, side lunges, side to side, out, together, out, together. You can keep hands at the chest. Chest is lifted, sitting into the heels. Take it back, backward step together. Open and close, bellies are in. So we want to make sure we don't lean and we don't turn. Keep the backward step, overhead arm reach. 4, 3, 2. All right, high knee marches or jogging. Just start to get those heart rates up. Good. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Jumping jacks. Here we go. Low impact or high, whatever feels best. 8, 7, 4, 3. Something new. We're going to go forward and back, forward and back. So option 1, keep it low, keep it slow, but kind of go a little faster, or you can jog forward and back. Or for those of you that do strong, what else can we do? Fast forward and back. Still just getting our heart rates up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. March it out. Grab a quick drink of water. We're going to get started with our wonderful strength workout. So, legs and shoulders. We're going to do squat to overhead press, alternating reverse lunges, and plie squats with a side raise. So, I would say grab weights you feel comfortable doing shoulders with if you have options. If you don't have options, pick a light weight or just decide to go without, and that's all right. I gotta figure out where I put my weights. I don't remember. All right, so toes pointing forwards are a little bit wide or a little bit out. Hip width are a little wider. Down, reach, down, reach. Good. Your time is on. Now you can go slow, squat down and reach. Now again, we want to try not to bend over when we do this. We want to sit back into our hips, kind of sink into our hips as well. You can always alternate the shoulders or skip them completely if you need to. Belly's in, no arching back, nice and tall. Good, all right, alternating reverse lunges with or without weight, so stepping back and up, back and up. Your time is on. So nice and tall, just stepping back, drop the knee down towards the floor. So again, it can still be a small lunge, but be a good lunge. So we want to try to avoid shifting the weight back. Drop down, bring it up, down and up. Last 2 and 1. Good, plies. So wide stance, toes are turned out. Wherever your toes go, your knees need to go too. Palms forward, down, bring it up, down and up. And again, you can do it in 2 parts. You can make it smooth, or for a little more of a challenge, down and up this way. For plies, we don't go forwards. We stay nice and tall, channel our inner ballerina. We have a book on our head. We're sinking into those hips. So again, it can be a small plie. It doesn't have to be huge. Toes can be a little more forward, but we still want to keep our knees tracking between our toes. 1 more. Good, all right. Back to the beginning, same thing, 30 seconds. We're gonna do our wonderful squat to press. Your time is on. So down and up. And you can always just keep it in a neutral position. You can always do a narrow squat, but notice narrow squats, you need to be more careful regarding your knees. Your knees should not be touching each other if you're doing a narrow one. It's a little different, but you still got to watch that knee position. So doing your overheads, down and up, or just keep a neutral spine and a neutral hip position. 1 more. Good, all right. Alternating reverse lunges, your time is on. So hands can be held wherever is comfortable. Sometimes it's fine to hold them at your shoulders or in front or by your side. So pushing through the heel in the front, using those glutes. So the back leg is just a tripod. The front leg is the one that does the work. 2, 1, good. Plies, nice and tall. Ooh, as I fall over. Down and up, good. Time's on, so that means my weight was in my heels, but it also means my core probably wasn't engaged. Nice and tall, down and up. So shoulders stay away from the ears. It doesn't have to be straight out to the side. You can be up in front at an angle just a little bit, like you're gonna give somebody a really big hug. Good, bring it down. All right, bringing it in. We're gonna switch back. Row on one side, row on the other. Reverse flies for the 3rd exercise. So grab a weight for rows. I can usually go a little bit heavier for rows, and then I switch to a light weight for the flies. 1 foot in front, other foot back, folding forwards. Just bring it up and down. So when we do these, it's really important that we don't do this. We don't want that shoulder popping forward and that elbow coming really high. We're just squeezing the shoulder blade together and bringing it in. So we also want to make sure we're not upright, aiming for the armpits. We got to fold forwards, look down at our toes, 30 to 45 degree angle, so your back is a slope. Last one. Good. Other side, same thing. Foot in front, nice and tall, fold forwards, bringing it up and down. So just a nice good squeeze. My elbow stays pretty much in line with my shoulder, maybe a little higher, but I'm opening my chest by squeezing the shoulder blades. Seven seconds. I'm going to switch to a lighter set, and we're going to switch to reverse flies. Good. Bring it up. Lighter set of weights. So, nice and tall. Make your ballet circle. You're going to hold your arms out, shoulders down, and you're just going to fold forwards without moving your arms at all. And we're going to open back and down, back and down. So your time is on. So you don't want to be upright because then you're going to get the side shoulder, but we don't want to be hunched over. Nice and tall, up and back, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Think about all the animals that are flying south right now. We're kind of doing the same thing. So core is tight, so we're not lifting and we're not arching our backs. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Good. All right, bring it up. Squeeze the glutes. We're going to go through those exercises again, starting with our wonderful rows, everybody's favorite. Everybody should have perfect posture right now. Yes, we do these all the time. All right, time is on, 30 seconds. Nice, good squeeze, bringing it up and down. So I really think I start the movement with my shoulder blade, pulling it up. The arm just finishes the movement. So it starts in the shoulder and the back, and then the arm is secondary. Good, finish up nice and strong. Last one. Good, bring it up. Other side, same thing. So good support, folding forwards, time is on. So shoulder blade, then the arm. Nice, good squeezes. This is where we think about that mind over muscle. What muscle are we trying to work? They're the ones in that upper back. 8 seconds, and we're gonna switch to our flies. 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right, bring it up. Grab those lighter weights. So again, think about when you do a chest fly, shoulders down, our ballet arms, hold them here, push the hips back, out and down, your time is on. So you can always do one foot in front and one foot back if that feels better, but make sure we're bracing our core. Sometimes we start to arch and we don't realize it, or we start to lift. So belly's in, neutral spine, tuck the tail just a little bit. 8 seconds, and then we're gonna move on to biceps and triceps. A lot of little muscles today. Good, bring it up. Grab a quick drink of water. We have one more where we're standing, and then we're gonna head down to the floor. So grab a drink. We're going to be doing bicep curls, and then we're going to be doing a single arm tricep kickbacks. All right, bicep curls, 2 weights, palms facing in or facing forwards, does not matter to me. 30 seconds, your time is on. So just up and down in the middle. And again, palms can face in like this, or they can face forwards, whichever one feels a little bit better. Today for me, palms in feels better. You can do first set one way, second set the other. That works out too. changing your hand position, just get some of the small muscles down by your elbow and in your forearm. Good, last one. All right, switching to triceps, one arm at a time. So I get into my row position at the finish. Elbow is pointing back behind you. You're gonna reach going back and in. So with this one, we wanna try really hard not to swing, and we wanna try not to go back and then swing it forwards. So think about taking a 1-2 count. 1, 2, 1, 2. So nice and controlled. It's basically the opposite of a bicep curl. 5 seconds. Good, bring it up, switching, going to the other side. And again, same thing, forward fold, finish position for the row, back and in, time is on. So if you think about it, with dumbbells, we work against gravity. Gravity pulls straight down pretty much for most of the, unless something weird happens. So we've got to lift this weight against gravity. 5 more seconds. We're going to go back to our bicep curls. 2 and 1. Good. Bring it up. Grab your weights, bicep curls. 3, 2, 1. Good. Biceps. So up and down. You can alternate, especially if your weight's a little heavy. But if it's lighter, try to keep going with both arms at the same time. But listen to your body. So controlled. So a good squeeze up and then slow release on the way down. And we just want to bring the weight to our shoulder. We don't want to take it over our shoulder, so we don't want to flip it up and back. Good, last 2 and 1. All right, switching, going back to our triceps. So starting our finish position, arms up, kicking it back. Here we go, back and in. So nice, good control, nice, good squeeze on the way back. And then slowly bring it back forwards. We're also working our core, keeping our core nice and tight. Belly has some tension in it. 5, 3, 2, and 1. Good, bring it up. Other side. Same thing, forward fold, bringing it up, take it back and in. So you should be feeling, you'll be feeling upper body tomorrow, I think. A lot of little muscles today, but that's all right. We usually do lots of legs, so today we're gonna do some smaller muscles. Here over halfway. So nice, good squeeze. After this, we'll be heading down to the floor for a couple rounds. 5, 2, and 1. Good. All right, set the weights down. Grab a drink, grab your mat. Remember, if your breathing and heart rate are a little elevated, you're welcome to wait to come down to the floor. So you're gonna grab your mat, roll it out. So we're going to do push-ups or chest presses. You're gonna do chest flies. And then we're gonna do glute bridges, and you have the option to do some single leg bridges if you would like to, or you can just keep doing both legs and have some options. And then we're going to be doing some side planks, planks, and Russian twists. So you're going to want to have your weights accessible and nearby for when we do our exercises. So my shoulder is fussing, so I am going to do chest presses, but if you would like to do push-ups, you are more than welcome to do push-ups instead. So we're gonna go ahead, grab our weights, or we're gonna get into our best push-up position, our nice good plank. We're gonna roll it all the way down, knees bent, feet flat on the floor. We're just gonna push up and bring it back down. 30 seconds, your time is on. So bringing it up and down, good. I do palms facing in. And I keep my upper arms, they brush my torso as I go up and down. So just nice, good position. Or if you're doing your push-ups, keep the core tight. Tuck your chin just a little to make sure you're not jutting your chin towards the floor. And keep those hips lifted. Last one. Good. All right, we're gonna switch to chest flies. So flipping over onto your back, I am using 2 different weights when I do this one, but you can do both same size weights. This is just an exercise I'm not supposed to do. So palms facing in, elbows out slightly. Our beach ball is small. Now we're gonna take a nice good big inhale. Beach ball gets bigger, and then the beach ball gets smaller again. So 30 seconds, your time is on. So just think about beach ball bigger, beach ball smaller. So our ribs are tucked. We're holding a neutral spine position. Upper arms may touch the floor, but your forearms and the backs of your hands should not touch the floor. Always have a soft bend in the elbow and just open and close over your chest versus over your face. Good, one more. All right, weights down. We're gonna do our bridges. So option 1 is just our normal lift and lower. Option 2, you can lift and you can do alternating heel lifts or alternating marches, or you can do a single leg. It's up to you. Time is on. So lift and lower. So you have 30 seconds. We're just gonna do one side this time. So remember which leg you're doing, because when we go through this the second time, you're gonna do the other side. Makes you think. 5, nope, 7, 6, now 5, 3, 2, and 1. Good, bring it down. Going back through those 3 exercises again, starting with our wonderful chest presses or our push-ups, if you wanna do a second set. So 30 seconds, your time is on. So reaching up and back down again. So inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up. At least for chest presses. If you're doing push-ups, exhale on the way up. So you exhale on the hard part. One more. Good. All right, bring it down. Switching to our chest flies. So switching onto your back if you were doing push-ups, grab your weights, ballet arms or beach ball arms, and your time is on. So arms are over your chest. Open out to the side and come back in again. So this is our reverse fly that we did earlier, but now instead of working against gravity going back, we're working against gravity coming up. So we're getting a different muscle. Last one. Good. All right, glute bridges. So you can do whichever one you were doing the first time. If you were doing single leg, you got to switch legs. So bring it up and your time is on. 30 seconds. Lift and lower. So keep the hips in line with the ribs. So when you lift, the entire torso comes up with your hips as you open the crease. 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right. Bring it up. So we're going for our set of abs. We're flying through the workout today, you guys. It's bye, Jeannie. It's already barely 8:30. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I'll come up with something crazy for you guys. But We are going to be doing side planks. Then we are going to be doing a regular plank. Then we're going to do Russian twists. So side planks, you're going to have your wrist underneath your shoulder, and you're just going to come up into your nice good side plank on your knees, your toes, whatever works. If this doesn't work for you, you can always be on your side and you can do your dead fish, but you've got 30 seconds and your time is now on. So you can do your dead fish where you try to do a little side crunch and hold, or you can do your wonderful side plank. But remember, shoulder over your elbow or over your wrist, down and back in your back pocket, nice and tall, straight line, shoulder, hips, knees, and ankles if you were on your toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Bring it down. We're going to go to the other side. Do the same thing. So wrist under the shoulder or do your dead fishies. 30 seconds. Your time is on. Here we go. Bring it up. So nice and tall. So a lot of times we get stuck and we let our hips be pushed back and our shoulder rotates forwards. We want to squeeze and bring it forward. So again, opening that hip, nice and tall. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Bring it down. All right. We are going to do planks. If you don't want to do planks, you can always flip over and do dead bugs. That works just fine. So we're going to do planks on your knees or on your toes. 30 seconds. Your time is on. So I'm doing mine on my knees today and on my hands. As an option, if you would like, you can add a leg out and in, or you can add a shoulder tap. The trick with these is to not let your body turn and rotate. So nice, good hips, toes tucked under. 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right, switching onto our back sides. Russian twists. So knees bent, feet flat, nice and tall. You're going to fold back or unfold. Make just a little C curve with your tummy, but shoulders are relaxed. Chin stays up. And we're going to rotate corner, corner, or hip to hip. Time's on. Now you can always just go and do knee to knee. But make sure, we want to try not to just use the arms. We want to use a little bit of torso. It doesn't have to be a lot. The farther you go, the more challenging it's going to be. But for those of you that are concerned about your spine, keep it nice and small. So just a little rotation. Just maintain some mobility. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring it up. All right. Let's go ahead. Back. Side plank, plank, Russian twists. So pick your position. 30 seconds. Your time is on. So bring it up. So again, you can do a regular side plank. You can do the dead fish. You can add a little bit of extra. Your choice. But nice, good glute squeeze. Nice, good open chest posture. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. Bring it down. Other side. Same thing. So bring it up nice and tall. Your time is on. So check your shoulders, check your hands. Good. Just hold it as long as you can. Rest if you need to. So if you need to do a count of 5 or 10 and rest and then finish up, that's fine. Quality over quantity. Yes, yes, yes. 5, let's see, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. Good. Bring it down. All right. Regular planks or dead bugs, your choice. So we're just working on that core stability. So 3, 2, 1. Time is on. So again, good planks. Now when we do our planks, we don't want to have our butts up in tabletop. We want to drop those hips forwards, keeping our shoulders over our wrists, shoulders away from the ears. And I like toes tucked under because if I press my toes into the ground, it takes pressure off of my knees and forces me to engage my core and my abs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Take it back. All right, switching to Russian twists. So knees bent, feet flat if you can, lean back, little C curve with the tummy, chest is open, rotate side to side, your time is on. So again, it can be very small, doesn't have to be big. Nice and controlled. So I know when we get tired, we hunch over, we want to stay up and lifted. Five more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right. We got a couple more minutes before we do a deeper stretch. So what we're going to do is we're going to flip over onto our tummies and we're going to do our prone swimmers. I want to get a little bit more back of the body today. So we're going to flip over. Now your arms can be out in front of you, palms facing in a Y, or if that's uncomfortable, just bring them out to the side into the I surrender or the goalpost. You're going to hold a neutral spine, you're going to tighten your core, and the most important thing with this is we don't want to do any lifting of your upper and lower body. We're just going to lift one arm and the opposite leg off of the floor, set it back down. So lift and lower. Your time is on. So the important thing with this is it's a very small movement. And we're just doing a nice good lift. So your core is braced. You almost want to push it into the ground just a little bit to protect your spine and make sure that we are not actually lifting anything except the arm and the leg by squeezing the glute and the back of the shoulder. Good. One more time each side. Good. Let's go ahead and bring it up into bird dog. Now, if you need to be on your elbows for this one, you can. You just really have to watch your form. But we're just going to take it out and we're going to hold it for 30 seconds. So your time is on. If you need to, you can have a fingertips and toes lightly on the ground. And again, you can do this on your forearms if you need to, but really make sure that we're not doing a cat and we're not arching. So we're just trying to hold a nice good position, nice good bird dog, neutral spine, dinner plate is on the back. Hips are level, 3, 2, 1, bring it in. Other side, same thing, and your time is on. So again, you can have your fingertips or your toes lightly on the ground, or you can lift, shoulders in your back pocket, neutral spine position. So we don't want to shift our weight and lift our leg. Just nice good reach. You're halfway through. So long versus high. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. All right. All the way down onto our tummies for our stretch. So all the way down onto your tummy, chin resting on your hands or on an upturned fist or on 2 upturned fists stacked on top of each other. Toes are pointing. Just take nice deep breaths. Inhale, belly goes into the ground. And you exhale and you allow the hips to sink into the ground. Take one more nice deep breath. And exhale. All right, we're gonna roll onto our side and we're gonna do our hip flexor stretch. So it doesn't matter which side you roll to. Bottom leg is however it needs to be for support. You're gonna grab your ankle, try to keep your hip level, and you're gonna slowly open the hip. So with this one, we wanna make sure if we can to try not to let the leg be up high, but we don't wanna let it touch the other thigh, and we don't wanna arch our back to open up the hip. We wanna keep our tummy tucked and try to pull the entire upper thigh back, even if it doesn't go very far. And I squeeze the glute of the leg that's getting pulled back to help push that hip forwards. Good, that leg that's being pulled back, we're now going to bring it out in front. We're gonna straighten the leg and let it rest on the floor and try to get a hip, outside hip stretch. So it doesn't have to be completely straight out in front of you. It can be lower based on your hips. Good, let's bring that leg in and we're gonna roll to the other side. And we're gonna do the same thing. So lower leg is wherever it needs to be to help you hold your position. Grab the ankle of that top leg and gently pull back. Again, focusing on pulling the entire upper thigh back versus just trying to get your heel to your backside. So squeezing the glute on that leg. And 3, 2, 1. Take that top leg, bring it out in front. And again, straighten the knee if you can. We're getting an outside glute stretch, maybe a little bit of hamstrings as well. Good, let's bring it in. We're gonna roll onto our tummies. We're gonna come up into hands and knees very carefully. All right, we're going to take our knees wide, toes together, pointing our toes. We're going to be on our hands and we're gonna take a nice deep breath, and as we exhale, we're gonna gently rock back. Try to stretch out the ankles a little bit of the hips. Doesn't matter if your glutes actually get to your heels. We just want to sit back. Good, and then we're going to come forwards and relax. And now exhale again, sit back. Go forwards. And one more time, taking it back. And bring it forwards. All right, we're going to sit. We're going to take our right leg and bring it in. We're gonna take our left leg and we're gonna take it back. So we're gonna lean into our hip if we need to, and we're just gonna try to bring it back. Now, some of you do yoga, some of you are more flexible. You can take it farther back, kind of getting into pigeon, but you do what feels okay. And if that means that you have to lean in on this side, then that's all right. So we want to try to sit tall, getting a little outside hip, also getting a little inner thigh. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. We're going to carefully unpretzel and we're going to do the other side. So again, leg comes in. Lean in, try to get that knee, inner thigh, and then bring it up. And again, if you do a little yoga and you're a little more flexible, you can take it farther back. If not, this is fine. So still trying to sit up nice and tall as much as we can. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right, just sit however you would like, nice and tall. We're going to open, stretch the chest, keeping the ribs tucked, shoulders relaxed, reaching back. Good. We're going to bring it in, round arms, ballerina, round the low back, stretch the space between the shoulder blades and tuck the pelvis to feel a stretch from your neck all the way down to your hips. Good. Let's bring it up. Palms facing up, shoulders start to walk it back. Chin stays off the chest, head is neutral. Try to keep the elbows pointing forwards versus letting them go out. Good. Bring it down, ear to shoulder, staying level. Opposite arm reaches, open and close those fingers. Good. Bring it down, other side, ear to shoulder. Opposite arm reaches, open and close. All right, bring it down, bring the head up, and let's just take a couple deep breaths in and out. One more in and out. All right, you are all done. Awesome job, everybody. Woohoo!